All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
45. Mike, 45. I got you. You're on mine. 45.
Mariota gives to Henry. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 55 yards. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready, 125. 55 to Mike. Watch the back.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 59, ready? That's got to be a long day. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Topper!
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up third and
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Wide, 25 minutes.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got some. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
that's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Ready, blue 80. Mike 5-4. No chance. Kill. Got it. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Get him. 20. Mike 54. Woo-hoo. Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 59. Bandit.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, 280. 280.
54 Mike.
Gun.
54 Mike.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
I tell you, that ball is hooking pretty hard there in the end. I think he's pretty fortunate he got the bounce.
Very fortunate. You've got a left-footed kicker, so the ball's working hard from left to right. But like you say, he gets the kind bounce.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Come on, dude.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Hardy. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Ready, 280.
Mike 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike 25. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, And the Falcons push further out in front. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mariota again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That's the rookie with a catch, A.J. Brown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. You got three down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain there of 21 yards. A 1st first down carry for Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's coming. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota dancing to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Throwing, Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it again, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2. 25, 11.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mariota now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mariota now from the 50. Sliding out of the... And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
You got nothing to do. Charlie. 45 to Mike.
Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
2, fellas, let's go. 45. Night, sweetheart. 45.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
Julio Jones all alone. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we said.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back nice plays for Tennessee. Another 1st down for the Titans. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. First down, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. To throw is Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To the air again, Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together.